Hi everyone, this is Lauren Robinson at the Ilion Free Public Library, and today we're taking a minute to tell everyone about Banned Books Week. Banned Books Week is an annual campaign hosted by the American Library Association's Office of Intellectual Freedom every year that libraries and schools join in on to help raise awareness about your freedom to read what you want based on your First Amendment rights, without any kind of restriction to the materials you choose to read, because what you read is your choice and not someone else's. So I'll start by going over some of the basic questions a lot of people have about Banned Books Week, why people ban books, and then I'll show you guys the campaign schedule of events so you all know what ALA's got going on this week that libraries across the US will be promoting, and we'll wrap up with some ways that you can personally get involved in advocating your freedom to read, celebrating some books that have been banned or challenged, and reporting censorship if you've ever been in a situation where a book or reading material or a library service has been removed or restricted or canceled because of its content. In the 1980s, there were a lot of challenges to books and organized protests. There was also a Supreme Court case ruling in 1982 where the court ruled that school officials could not ban library books based on their content alone. The American Booksellers Association also did a very provocative book display at a trade show in California that year, where they put 500 challenged books in padlocked metal cages with caution signs saying that some people considered those books dangerous. The Booksellers Association then recruited the help of the Office of Intellectual Freedom and the National Association of College Stores to start the Banned Books Week campaign, and it took off from there. Today, the American Library Association is a member of the National Coalition to support this campaign that's meant to bring together the reader community and provoke conversation about censorship, your rights, and your freedom to read. Here are some examples of some Banned Books Week's library displays. The one on the right is actually the one we did at the Ilion Free Public Library last year. These displays are meant to turn heads, and we love it when our patrons come up to the desk and start asking us questions about why some of their favorite titles are banned and what exactly that means. They're a great tool to start the conversation that the campaign is all about. And on that note, several of you are probably wondering that as well. So, books and other library materials and services are challenged and banned frequently, and it's usually because an individual or group of people objects or complains about something concerning the content of the book or a service that's being provided. If it ends there and the complaint is just reported and the service continues or the book stays on the shelves, that's considered a challenged item. But if the complaint is honored and the book is physically removed from the shelves, it becomes a banned item and something that you or a specific reader audience is restricted from accessing in that library, meaning that your choice or freedom to choose what you want to read has been censored and you might not know it. There are a lot of reasons people try to challenge or ban books, and children's books are frequent examples. The Office of Intellectual Freedom cited the top 3 reasons in 2019 for challenges as trying to shield children from content someone thought was sexually explicit or unsuited to a specific age group, or it just contained language someone thought was offensive. So take a moment and consider this. How would you feel if you walked into your library and you couldn't find any of the books on this slide on the shelves because someone removed them in an attempt to keep you from reading them? What if some of the children's books here were moved to the teen or adult sections because someone challenged them and thought they were unsuited to a particular age group? How would you feel about that? Lastly, What if I told you that every book on this slide has been challenged or banned at an institution within the last decade? Because they have been. Banned Books Week is usually the last week of September, and it's everyone's opportunity to stop and historically look at why specific books have been challenged or banned somewhere, and talk about what censorship means to us when it applies, arguably, to some of our favorite childhood stories, or the books we grew up reading in school, or books we've all just grown up with and loved over the years. So here's the week schedule for the 2020 Banned Books Week campaign. Here's your chance to get involved and start the conversation with your school and local libraries this week. Go on social media or query online and see what other libraries are doing this week, and go check out ALA's website where they've got published lists on challenged and banned books available for you to look at. Kick off your Banned Books Week by checking out a banned book and maybe snagging a shelfie selfie of you reading your book. Local readouts at libraries and bookstores have been popular with Banned Books Week since it started in 1982, and there are plenty of YouTube videos out there about people advocating our freedom to read unrestricted, including celebrities and even authors who have had their work banned. So be sure to go check those out, and also consider submitting your own video as part of this year's Stand for the Banned initiative. Ideas and submission guidelines are on the Banned Books website. You can also mail a letter or postcard to a banned or challenged author, or get in touch with them via social media to support them and tell them what their stories mean to you as part of this year's Dear Banned Author letter writing campaign. Contact info, logos, and letterhead, postcards, and more are available on the website listed on the slide. And lastly, if you've ever been in a situation where a book or library service was banned, challenged, or canceled, or restricted somehow, please know that you can report it to the ALA Office of Intellectual Freedom online or over the phone, and any personal information about you or the institution you're reporting is kept confidential. If you've ever experienced a hate crime or other situation where you think a library patron's privacy or confidentiality were not respected, you can report that here too. The Office of Intellectual Freedom at ALA keeps an updated database of any reported challenged materials that have been submitted since 1990. Entries in the database are also published in the Journal of Intellectual Freedom and Privacy and the resource guide Banned Books Defending Our Freedom to Read. And that's it for today's talk. So go check out ALA's website for more info on Banned Books Week and find out why your favorite book might be on the list. Leave us a comment down below and tell us what your favorite banned book is, or follow us on social media and tell us there. Don't be silent, keep reading unrestricted, and we'll see you all again on the next video. Bye everyone.